Hi guys, Mitch King with Trade Stocks America with the Monday morning, March 22nd, 2010 daily stock report. We're looking at the Dow 30, had a slight correction on Friday, about 1/3%, and it looks like the market's setting up to correct tomorrow after the Democrats have voted in for a health reform bill that is in favor of changing that after 40 years. So that's probably going to be quite negative with the market here for sure tomorrow. It should start some sort of pullback, but I think we have to assume that the market's going to rebound after that pullback. Health stocks will be quite volatile tomorrow, so for anyone who's day trading or scalping, those stocks would be worth watching. Stocks like WLP, AET, UNH, HUM. They're the usual suspects in the healthcare sector. Here's the Nasdaq Composite. It was down more on Friday than the Dow, down 0.71%, as you can see in the upper right-hand corner. Each day, this is the percentage, and the top number here is the points that a stock or an index corrects or gains that particular day. And we're currently looking at March 19th data, which is Friday's close. It's a daily chart with Telechart Platinum. Here's the S&P 500, down 0.5%. And here's the Russell 2000, which is the small caps. And I think this is the index that's most likely to correct the furthest. And you'll see in the daily stock report under aggressive investors box of an ETF that you're short the Russell index, but you actually buy the ETF. It's called an inverse ETF, where you're buying the ETF, which is an exchange traded fund, long, but that fund actually holds all the stocks in that index short. That can be confusing, but it makes sense. I want to cover CNAM because it started moving up. This is very typical. I like to follow through with that lesson that we've been following on bull shorts. This is the stock that was short from $9.70, I think, at the short. The last couple weeks, come down, stop, and then here we go, starting to move up. This is not really a reliable signal to go long, but we do continue to watch those if they move back up to this area to short again. This particular chart isn't scaled the way we like it because it is an IPO in December, so there's limited data. Let's move on to RIG. This was a closed position. This was originally a short position, stopped out right there several days ago on that peak right there. I just want to go over this because this is the discipline that you really want to have, but you can also change your mind with new information after it reverses to short again. So try to be flexible is all I'm saying. Here's SWIR, Sierra Wireless. This was the stock that was doing quite poorly in this area here, and it just had 3 big up days, which I made a comment for a couple weeks that I didn't trust that rise to sell into that. I hope you did that. And now it corrected here 3.4% on Friday. So this is likely to move down tomorrow. Any negative or weak stock market is going to pull this stock down. So we're pretty much, hopefully you're out of this. I just follow through with learning that, which I hope you guys do, and review all your charts at night after each day or each week, however often you trade. Now here's BT. The reason why I brought this up for 2 reasons. One is it's moved up quite a bit. If you're on these profits, a lot of the stocks that are in this report and are new ones have a couple good days right off after they are on the report, and don't be locked up about selling it. Just go ahead and do what you want, and don't try to second guess what we're going to post on this report. If you want to sell it, then go ahead and sell it. Don't wait for us to tell you when to do that. So BT is heading down, but the second reason why I brought this up is this could start moving up, but I think the market's going to be a little negative here for a few days, so just keep an eye on this one. We may re-enter it on the long side again. The kind of chart pattern I'm thinking that we would have is something like this, the same way that we have seen right in here. I think this could be an average trend line that's something like that, and it bounces off of that trend line. Here's Toyota Motors. We've been in this since $71. Real nice steady uptrend. Today we got some class action suits that were announced. This, along with what's likely to be a negative market tomorrow, is probably going to pull back Toyota but we're still looking for an uptrend on this on a general average trend. It may have a couple days pullback, but we're still looking for higher highs into the 80s in the coming weeks. Now here's BZQ, which is an ultra short Brazil ETF. That means that we're counting on the Brazil market to pull back a little bit for a few days, and this ETF rises because this exchange traded fund has shares and positions that short their market and take advantage of their stocks dropping, and therefore the value of this ETF goes up. So this was long last week, I believe was on Friday morning's report. This moved up 3% on Friday because the market was down. So this is going to continue to move up as their stocks go down. And we're just looking for a few days in there. It's been a really hot market down in Brazil, so we're just going to stay in there for a couple more days. So try to be flexible. Don't wait for us to tell you when to sell or what to do. Just develop your own instincts, and eventually you'll learn to trust those. Here's DNB, Dun & Bradstreet, on a real nice uptrend for us. Not sure how the market's going to treat it tomorrow. We got a little bit of profit, so consider selling that whenever this turns negative. So you guys take care, put the odds in your favor, don't get leveraged. We'll talk to you tomorrow night.